Welcome back to Starsector. This will be part 4 of Let's Play. It's been recently brought to my attention that I should provide a little bit more information in terms of my decision-making process, especially when it comes to things such as the ships that I buy in my fleet, etc. That's a perfectly manageable thing to do. I think in our last episode we were up in a place called... where was it? Jana, the Blue Giant, where we went and investigated a probe, or a ship. It was a ship. Went and installed the package on the ship, got a whole bunch of money. Also in the same system we found a whole bunch of salvage, so I salvaged it up and came back to this system to sell up a whole bunch of stuff and make some money. Yeah, so the reason why I did that last mission is if you go down here to this Intel tab, you'll quite often get jobs. Like, for instance, this job over here, analyze derelict ship. Now, this is for an independent faction, so that's who will get the reward off. Gives us 120 days to complete it, and it's worth 80,000 cash. Now, as you can see, it's at this particular star, and it says that the ship is located in the heart of the Mary Mia solar system. So that looks like a pretty cool little mission we can try to do. So what I'll do is I'll set that as my destination, and then I can go back to my map screen, and then the map screen will tell me, it'll show me the Starscape. What you can do is you can toggle on what's called the fuel range calculator. So at the moment, my ships have enough fuel to go to that ring there, which is this outer ring. The middle ring is obviously half the distance because it's half of the radius, and that tells you how far you can go out and then come back in with your current fuel level. Now, if I have a look at my fleet, my current fuel stocks, I have a fleet cargo capacity for fuel of 800, and is currently my cargo is currently 240. So one of the ships that I bought previously was a dram. Now drams are pretty needed globally. You'll need these no matter what type of ship, like what type of fleet you want to fly, whether or not it's going to be a pirate fleet or a trading fleet or a salvage fleet. Generally, you want to have a ship that is designed specifically for carrying your fuel. So as you can see in the logistical data down here, there's a thing called fuel capacity. Now, normally the fuel capacity of a dram is 300, but as you can see, my dram has D mods, and this is where the defect mods come into question. So one of the D mods I've got is compromised storage. Now what that does is it degrades the amount of fuel capacity by a total of 30%. It's also supply cost to recover from deployment is reduced by 20% as a sort of a benefit of that. It's one of the other D mods it's got is it increases the ship's fuel usage by 50% because of an erratic fuel inject. So the other type of ship that I was buying, sorry, I should have stayed in there, were freighters, because I want to haul lots of stuff. So as you can see, it is literally just a ship. Where can I open up the info for this? Here, yes. So as you can see, the cargo capacity is 330. And you notice that in the brackets there's like plus and minuses. They're based on what kind of mods I've got on the ship. So at the moment I've got a civilian grade hull. I've got shielded cargo holds, which are pretty cool. Means that the probability of contraband being detected on my ships are less, which is good. Also, I'm running a notable ship mod, like a game mod that's called Notable Ships or something along those lines, which gives my ships like special extra bonuses and stuff when they, because they've been around for so long. It's sort of like a thing that the ships gain experience as well as your captains and pilots, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so that's why I bought the Buffalo, because I needed to have a fairly large ship to trade cargo with. So the other thing that you'll need early on, other than obviously offensive ships, which I'll go into in a minute, is you want to be sort of fast and flexible. So one of the reasons why I prioritize getting military subsystems on my ship is because it increases the maximum burn rate by 1. So all of my ships in my fleet have, I think, a minimum burn rate of 9 at least. Some of them have 10, some of them have 11 possibly. No, I don't think I've got any 11s, I think they're all 10s. The reason for that is when you're flying around, you notice here, down in the bottom left, you've got a burn level. So when you're traveling, it'll tell you the burn level of my lowest ship is 9, and then the sustained burn increases that by 100%. So when I'm flying around without sustained burn on, I travel at 9, and then when I'm traveling at full burn is 18. Now 18 will get you out of trouble in most cases where the larger ships like the destroyer classes and larger fleets won't be able to catch you if you're sustained burn, because their burn level is less than 18 when in hyperspace. So yeah, I hope that offers you a bit more of a glimpse as to the choices that I was making in terms of the craft that I was buying. So at the moment, what I need to do is I need to go buy a whole buttload of fuel. Let's repair my ships too. What are your fuel at? 24 per unit? 24 sounds pretty good. Yeah. Cheap as mate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stock up on my fuel. Fuel capacity, cargo capacity. Yeah, I got the two mixed up. The fuel capacity is down the bottom. That's 565. Yeah, 565. I'm also going to dump a bit extra in supplies, because you burn supplies as you travel pretty hard, especially with a fleet about the size of mine. And having heavy machinery is good just in case you want to salvage up some stuff. I'm just going to have a quick look to see if there are any other ships here I want to buy in case, yeah, I really like those nebulas. Their burn level's very good. Oh, well, this one, it's a maximum of 9 modified. Light freighter. 160. Maximum burn 9. So you can also get a tug which has a dry field stabilizer. There's a way you can go in and see what the different mods are, hull mods are. which can't remember how you do it. But that particular hull mod, is it here that you do it? Top, yeah, here we go. Ship weapons, ship systems. You're looking for drive stabilizer. Drive stabilizer. Is this a drive stabilizer? I swear that was what it was called. Maybe I'm crazy? Drive field stabilizer. Yeah, it should be in there. Maybe field stabilizer? No, hull mods, ship hulls, ship variants, ship systems. Yeah, I thought there was a way you could check what the hull mods did, but anyway, maybe the fitting screen. But yeah, I'm pretty sure what the the hull mod does is it allows you to accelerate other ships +1 depending on whether or not they're a certain size. Anyway, Gemini freighter. Ooh, that's a nice freighter. 250 cargo capacity. Fuel capacity is good. Maximum burn is 9. Yeah, that's a pretty nice freighter there. I totally dig that freighter. I could also grab a salvage rig too. So the salvage rigs have a special hull mod called salvage gantry, and a salvage gantry basically is like a bit of equipment that gives you the ability to scavenge harder hulls, bigger ships basically, and harder stuff. So you can like salvage from ruined bases, mining colonies, etc., which is pretty useful. I think I'm going to leave my fleet as is and then head out to this mission. Bounties? Bounty? No. Exploration. Analyze derelict ship. Accept that. Show on map. Now, as you can see, because I got the fuel, the bubble has greatly increased. I just hope I have enough. Hope I have enough supplies, to be honest. 121 supplies. Yeah, I might get some more supplies, just in case. Let's grab another 50. It gives me about another 30 days on the march. Okay, so that horn you hear means that there is a hostile fleet on the other side of the Wormhole. I'm being ultra not cautious and jumping through anyway, which could be the death of me if it's a big fleet. But see there, I managed to get away from the fleet because I was quick enough to escape the interdiction pulse, which is a win in my book. Now I just have to navigate the cold, dark reaches of space. I better turn off my So what I did there is I turned my transponder off because I don't want other fleets from knowing I'm here necessarily. And hitting every storm under the sun's not very good at the moment. Holy shit, it's busy. Whoa, busy, alright. What do we got here? Okay, so I have to get away from here. Jesus, that's so much. Burn so many supplies. We've got an orbital an artifact world. Artificial is actually a misnomer, as these are in fact telluric planets, which the surface is entirely covered with artificial structures, as if drones went on a construction spree after a collapse, building and rebuilding the entire surface into a maze of concrete until they fell into dust themselves. That is awesome. I should totally come back and colonize this place. Okie dokie, what else we got here? We got an unidentified contact. I think that's a fleet. It looks like a fleet, so I'm going to try to avoid it. I think this might be a fleet as well. This is a very busy system. Wow, this has so much salvage. Okay, so I'm going to wait for the fleets to cool down a bit before I head back in and complete the actual deployment of the sensor package. So as far as I remember, if I go into Intel, analyze derelict ship, heart of the Maya system. I'm just going to go over here. Ooh, hello. Carmine class light attack battle carrier. Maximum burn of 9. Well, well. It's a pirate light attack battle carrier. Structural damage. Damaged flight deck. How much crew does it need? 70. How much crew do I have at the moment? $230. So I don't quite have enough to run it, but I can mothball it. I'm gonna do that. That looks like a really nice ship. Don't want a mule. A cargo manifest found by the salvage crew sent to the ship indicates the presence of a quantity of heavy armaments, likely to be found if proper salvage operations are conducted. So it's basically a treasure map. As you can see when I was talking about the salvage gantries and etc., this is how it's all calculated, and then yeah, gives you like your bonus and etc. Ooh, heavy machinery, heavy armaments. I shall take that. Oh, that's good. An old pirate trip. Oh, and a whole bunch of fuel. Too much fuel. So pressing control and clicking will just give me the maximum available that I've got space for. Okay, so nothing is really complaining about. So I was thinking about mothballing the ship. It would mean that I would have crew for everything. At this stage, I don't think I need to do that because I think I can fly with it as is. What I need to do is I need to find my mission ship, which is probably this one down here, if I was hazarding a guess. No, it's a research station. Okay, so the corona of the star will actually hurt the amount, like it damages your ships, and it'll hurt the amount of supply usage you'll do. Also, one thing that I forgot to do was to suspend repair and recovery, so I'm not burning through all my supplies, because I'm going to be sitting here for a while. I'm going to go dive now. Ooh, 16 per day. Ow, 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 ow. God damn it. Stupid solar flare. Nope. Finally. No thank you. An abandoned research station, built either to study some interesting local phenomenon or to study that which is best kept far, far away from inhabited worlds. A cursory scan indicates that it has been cold and dead for tens of cycles at the very least, possibly hundreds. Closer inspection may yield salvage. Salvage is always something that I'm interested in. Not now. Holy shiza. Yeah. Yeah. some of this stuff's pretty shiny. Holy shit! Yeah, class liner blueprint from Shadow Yards. 310,000. Destroyer retrograde. Ship hulls. Yujing class destroyer 335. Hypervelocity driver blueprint. Supercharged bolt pulse beam blueprint. Heavy rail accelerator blueprint. And the Gnosis wing. Ooh, that's some good salvage. And a beta core as well. I shall. Fuel capacity's over, so we'll dump out some fuel. Confirm and continue. That's why salvage life is good. Now I'm out of here. There's heaps more stuff here that I could grab. It's just not in my best interests to stick around and salvage when I do not have enough room to hold it all. Let's head back to Mashalite. Malachite, Mashalite. Hopefully I don't hit a pirate on the way home. Oh, I love being bounced around by storms. Okay, so you see that warning beacon? So if you see a star system with a warning beacon, there are 3 levels. There's a low, medium, and high. They will tell you if there are remnants in the system, and the remnants are basically eons old AI ships that will try to hunt you down and kill you, and they use much more advanced technology than you do. They're pretty cool. Like endgame, you can find some interesting stuff to do with the remnants. Do like me a bit of remnant fun. See, here's another high level system. Ooh, that was close. And we are back. Always use the option to turn the transponder on before you go into the system. Otherwise, if you get a ship, one of the patrol ships will come up and you'll lose favor for that particular faction, and the ships will tell you to turn it back on. Unless, of course, you're trying to like blockade run or some such. Yes, now that was a very successful run. I now have 190,000 credits. A stupidly large amount of loot onto which I can sell. Especially these corrupted nano forges. Whew. I might save them actually for colonies later on. And yes, you can actually like make your own colonies and have them operate in the world because there is a fully functional economic trading thing happening in the background. But I think I'll leave it there for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I gave you a bit more in-depth understanding of what I was thinking about doing and trying to avoid, and um, an understanding of my decision-making process. Thanks. Have a great day, and I'll see you in episode 5.